I know I've said in previous videos, this is something. This is something it does a lot out here. Rain. I mean, that's kind of what Seattle is. The rainy city. I guess it's just because of where it is in the country. But I'm standing at the corner of, you can see on the road, on the sign there. That is Garden going that way. And that is South Garden going that way, or Southport. Let's just show you the sign there. Because I'm not really sure, but I'm going to try to go this way to Lake Washington to give you a little bit of a shot of what Lake Washington is. And what Lake Washington is. Lake Washington looks like. And if you're going by foot, which I would suggest, sorry for the camera moving like this, but if you're going by foot, this is the kind of the way you would have to walk. This is the kind of the way that you would walk. This is the way that I walk. And I'm recording live, so what you're seeing is live. What actually happened as it was recording. So the way the cars are is kind of the way people are. I wish people would be different. And there's a railroad track right there. There's businesses over there. Boeing? No, I don't believe so. Even though, because you can see that's Boeing. That's not Boeing, but Boeing, I believe his name was Bill Boeing, and he has a big footprint out here. I believe he started his company out here. I don't know if he was from this area, but I know he started the company out here, and that's pretty. A lot of things are set out here. A lot of things are started out here. Seattle's pretty high on the tech scale, the evolutionary tech scale, and a lot of things are out here. Some of my friends, good friends, I know she has her degree in, I know it sounds weird, she has her master's in, let me see if I can get this right, and she's going to watch this and correct me. She has her master's in archaeological heritage from the Department of Anthropology at UW, University of Washington. And I know she's going to watch this and I'm going to get a comment from her. Yay, you got it right. That's what she has. So she has her degree. I like to call her the female Indiana Jones. And her wife, a doctor who isn't. And no, she's not a doctor, but she's a nurse. And her wife has a DNP, Doctor of Nursing Practice, or Nursing Practitioner, or Nursing Practice. And yes, the first word is doctor. So, but it's a doctorate of nursing practice from Johns Hopkins. So, yes, her wife is a genius. And so is she, from archaeology and space. But no, her degree and her knowledge and stuff isn't in space, isn't from space. So that's not, I was just looking at the time. Wow. 3 minutes already from there to here. Wow, 3 minutes. This is more like, I believe the term is like vlog or video blog. Vlog, I think that's the term. So that's what this is meant to be. And like I said, no, I'm not on camera because you only hear my voice. I'm not on camera because it's not about me. It's about the world around me. So, and I know I've said that thousands of times before, sorry for the repetition. But there are Residence Inn by Marriott. You can see Residence Inn back there. You can see back there, I believe, is Hampton. And those are residences in Hamptons around Lake Washington, which is over here. There's a Hyatt down there, Hyatt Regency down there. Across here.
Wait.
And over there is Coulon Memorial Beach Park. perhaps I should go. No, perhaps I should go down here so I can cross over there. And that's where I'm going to go, just to give you a look of what it's like, and maybe quiet a little bit because that car is kind of loud. I'm gonna give you a view of what it's kind of like. So there's the entrance to Coulon Park, and that's and a really loud crow just above my head. So luckily you heard that along with me. This is what it's very common out here. Rain is very common. I'm not sure off the top of my head which months are the rainiest months out here, but it gets rainy. And you kind of like you kind of have to expect it, but you also kind of have to not be bothered by it, because it's like me. I'm not bothered by it. I'm not bothered by rain. That's what comes with being part of a temperate climate. It's just that's part of it, and you have to not be bothered by it. And I'm not. That's just what happens. Uh-oh. Do not enter. Whoops. Well, I'm going to. I know they mean cars, but still, as you can see in the background there, that's cool. Whoops. I'm going to wiggle the phone a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm moving. Like I said, I'm walking, so I apologize. But this is cool. And there's no one here. I mean, there's a few cars, but there's no one here. And again, because it's raining. And yesterday was Memorial Day. What I like to say, Saturday spelled with an M. That's it. If it was a holiday, it didn't give away that it was. It was so busy. I stopped off at the mall yesterday. It was so busy that it didn't look like it was a Monday. It looked like I said, a Saturday spelled with an M. So it's just, it really didn't look like that. But back to what I was saying about my friends. She has her master's in archaeological heritage from the Department of Anthropology, and she's in space. She's like me. She loves and adores space. And she knows a lot about it. Her degree is in archaeology, so she knows a lot about archaeology. But she knows a lot about space, too. And she's very smart, and she's very knowledgeable about those things. So they're on, what is X now? But thank you, Elon. What is X now? Twitter. But, and their Atomic Blondes, I believe, is there, because they're both blondes. She and her wife are both blondes. That's their handle on X. So you can go on there and ask her or her wife anything. And it's weird. It's funny in the sense that her name is, try and pronounce this with an English mind, Cerys. It's Welsh. Her name is Welsh. And I forget how it's pronounced, how it's actually pronounced. In Welsh it means love. I forget how it's pronounced. Her mom, her brother's name is Jake, phonetic, Jake. Her sister, her twin sister, she's an identical twin. Her twin sister is Alysa, phonetic. And she is Cerys. Try to phonetic? Nope. You try to pronounce that with an English mind, and you're not going to get it. You're going to get... Her wife is Caylee. Phonetic. It's pronounced the way it looks like. So, it's just... They're just too incredibly intelligent and incredibly wise. Sorry, I had to wipe my mouth there. Incredibly intelligent, incredibly wise women, and very, very smart women. And their daughter, who's 5, their daughter is a combination of their names, Caylys. I believe Cay from her wife. And, Cayl from her wife. And then YS from her. And I think they just stuck the L there because they wanted to make it run smoothly or run better. So that they just stuck the L there. So it kind of ended up that way. So, but they're 2 incredibly smart and very intelligent women. And very, very wise. And I'm ordained, like I have mentioned before. I'm ordained and I married them. I'm very proud to do it. Very, very honored to marry anyone. Very honored and very proud to do it. And I was happy to do it. And because, like I haven't said before, but I've typed, and I agree with them. Love is for everyone, everybody on any planet. Love is for everybody, and the only thing that's relevant is that, like her mom has said, she grew up, and as she was being raised, her mom wanted all of her children to find that person that made them feel full, that made them feel happy, and made them feel important. And it never mattered to her who that person was. It never did, because all she cared about was that her children found someone that made them feel supported and made them feel cared for and loved. And all of her siblings are married. They both found a significant other, and she found a woman. And I remember when she came out, she told me the story. When she came out to her family, she said no one in her family cared. And sorry, the microphone fell out of my ear. I have my earbuds in. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm using the microphone on my earbuds because I don't believe in high-tech stuff. I don't want to do that, and I don't like editing. So, and what you're seeing out there is Lake Washington. That is the beach, is the quote beach on the swimming area for Lake Washington, and out there is the walkway out there is the border that goes out into the lake, and out there is Lake Washington. This in front of you is Lake Washington, and this is I want to use the wrong word. Not a tent, because a tent is the wrong word. But it's like a cabin or a meeting place where you can get when it warms up, and hopefully it won't, because I'm like I said before, I'm a temperate climate kind of guy. So I like temperate climates, and everyone I know will say this is chilly, because it feels chilly right now, and people will say, "Whoa, this is chilly," and I'd be like, "It is? You'd consider this cold?" Because it's not. Like, yeah, if you prod me a little bit, I'll give you that it's a little chilly. I'll give you that. I don't really think it is. I think it's kind of cool that I would get, and I'm glad that it's late May and it's this temperature and it's not hot. That I'm really glad about. So, but it can get like that, and that's the area where you can buy and rent stuff for the lake. I'm really happy that it's like that, and that's like that right now. It can get that way. It can get that way out here, so be prepared. But like I was saying about my friends, she And her name, Cerys, her name, the closest, I forget what the actual Welsh pronunciation of it is, but the closest English pronunciation is kind of like the first three letters of Seattle, Searis. Searis. So that's how I close. That's how she's told me is the closest English pronunciation of it. And her wife just drops off. Her wife just calls her Cerry, Sari. So her wife calls her that, and her daughter calls her that, and it's just to see them. I see them, and I'm with them, and I hang out with them, and it's like, oh, because the only thing I see, what's really cute, is I see what she said. Her mother says. Her mother said, I just see two people that deserve what they've always gotten, always wanted. I see two people who deserve love. And those two girls I've never seen other than my siblings and my parents. I've never seen two people who are so much in love than those two girls. It's just really awe. And everything they do, they don't exist without the other person. They live for the other person. And just... it's their relationship and their marriage and everything is just so cute. It's just so, aww. And I was happy and I was honored and happy to do it, to perform their wedding and to do it for them. Got a little squirrel there that was in that trash can, as you can see. He was right in, trash can shot. He was right in there. And I turned my head, and I saw him like, that's a little fluffy to be in the trash can. Oh, it's a squirrel. Okay. So this, like I said, this like Washington. But those two girls are amazing. And what she has said is that because she's so into space, that she loves it so much, would she work for NASA? I've asked her that, and she's been asked by people who follow her on X. She said no, because she wouldn't. She doesn't like NASA and doesn't want to work for them. But she has worked for SpaceX, Blue Origin, and now Stoke, Stoke, Stoke Space. Blue Origin and Stoke are here, based in Kent, Washington, and she loves that. She said of the three, SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Stoke, of the three, Stoke pays the best, and that's what she's proud. And it's closer to her home. So that's what. And what she said was, what all her research is that, yes, rockets can refuel in space. I forget because I can't rattle them off the top of my head right now. I forget what she means by that, but using things that currently exist in space, rockets can refuel in space. And using rockets can refuel in low Earth orbit. So that's what she said, and all the research that I know and research that I've done that she's done from her work and other things. Sorry, fell out of my ear again. Hold on. Sorry for the yanking and the moving of the camera there. I had to put the earbud back in my ear. So, like I said, I just wanted to give you a shot of what Coulon Park is. This Lake Washington out there. This is what's near me, and down the road for me, down the hill for me. When it's warmer here, which I would hate, when it's warmer here, this place is mobbed, like just completely a mob scene. It's great. It's great to be here when it's a mob scene. Luckily, thankfully, I'm a huge extroverted person, and I have no problem with crowds, so that doesn't bother me. But it's mobbed, and the fact that this beach, like what is the, like, you can see it looks like a beach, but it kind of makes me think, like, where does the term beach come in? Like, and you can see the wall out there that goes out into that blocks you from going out too far. It's kind of fun. It's a great place to be, and this is what Coulon Park is. Hopefully you guys had fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing something that I wanted to take you as a journey to see, take you on a place to see. Thank you guys for tuning in.